Now, WPAY or the Weekly Pay Universe ETF by Roundhill has become very popular for a few specific reasons. Well, for one, the ETF has no management fee until at least September of next year, which is pretty generous. The ETF also offers exposure to some of the highest yielding single weekly option income ETFs across the market, names like the Roundhill AMD, Broadcom, Nvidia, Apple. This ETF also, at least as of right now, filming the video, has not decayed whatsoever and has been paying a boatload in distributions since it started. But maybe most importantly in this video, we're going to talk about this ETF, dig a little bit deeper into how it works, what it has to offer, and then later on, I'm going to share with you exactly how much in theory, based off the current numbers we have to go off of, how much you need to outpace the current average salary in the USA, and trust me, stick around because these numbers are pretty crazy. So whether you own WPAY or maybe have thought about it, either way, stick around, drop a like down below, and let's get right into it. My A to Z dividend investing ebook has already helped countless dividend investors get started with their journey. And my custom dividend tracker, the one I use all the time on my videos, has also helped so many investors stay organized and has actually helped them see their dividend income grow. Well, today I have something even better for you guys. When you click the first link down below in my description and you grab my A to Z dividend investing ebook, today you're not only going to get the ebook, but you're also going to be getting the custom dividend tracker, which you can use to track your own dividend income ongoingly. Get direct access to my personal email where you guys can email me any questions regarding dividend investing. You're also going to receive a link to view all of my holdings inside my 7-figure dividend portfolio and see all the positions I add and take away ongoingly. And you're going to get for absolutely free my brand new high yield dividend investing ebook where I show you the power of maximizing some of these high yielding ETFs and teach you everything there is to know about that also. This is going to be your one shot to grab everything inside of one single bundle, but you got to move quick because I'm not going to offer this for long. Now with all that, let's get back into the video. So the overview for WPAY, it says the Roundhill Weekly Pay Universe ETF seeks to track the performance of the selective Roundhill Weekly Pay Universe Index. WPAY is designed to invest in eligible universe of single stock weekly pay ETFs. This ETF offers weekly distributions, which is going to be perfect for this video's example because we're going to be looking at how much the average salary is per week across America and see how many shares of WPAY you need to buy in theory to basically outpace it. Diversification, it says WPAY offers diversified exposure to the entire suite of the Roundhill Weekly Pay ETFs, which I think is very nice because I can't speak for everyone, but I don't necessarily want to hold on to just one or two of these names. What if the underlying names have a very bad day or bad week or bad quarter in the market? But by holding on to an ETF that offers exposure to several different high beta names that do have the potential to make a ton of income consistently, now that definitely has my interest. Now let's talk a little bit about the distribution so far. Again, this ETF has only been trading for a few weeks. So of course, these numbers can change in the future. I'm not saying that this ETF is going to always offer a 85% distribution rate. I'm just saying as of right now, this ETF so far has paid 54 cents per share per week. 51, 88, 73, or even 85 cents. Now, I don't personally think an ETF like this one is necessarily always going to pay the same amount or even near the same amount because there's so many factors to base that off of. But I do think that because this ETF offers exposure to many different single stock weekly pay ETFs that do offer exposure to very volatile single names, there is the potential for massive amounts of distributions. Now, WPAY's only been trading for a few weeks, but the total return still is in the green. It's up around 8.7%. And if you were to annualize that out based on the current numbers we're already looking at, that's 129% total return in the first year. But here's the crazy thing, or at least the crazy potential when it comes to these high income weekly payers. Looking at the median weekly earnings of full-time workers as of the second quarter in 2025, it was around $1,200 per week. A little bit less for women, a little bit more for men, but let's just go with $1,200 per week to be easy. Now, these numbers are just for fun, just for novelty, just to go over some fun numbers for the video. Not saying that this is going to be a good idea whatsoever. This is just for entertainment purposes only, but with an 84% distribution rate. That means that based off of the most recent distribution at least, it would take an investor $74,285 invested into WPAY in order to basically earn the average weekly salary of $1,200 per week. Now, even though that sounds insane, there are several different ultra high yielders that for a long time now have been paying investors a boatload, a massive amount of distributions every single week. Now, again, the long-term performance of WPAY or any other ETF for that matter is going to largely have to do with the strategy and the underlying holdings within the ETF. So again, things could turn sour very quickly. I hope they don't. I'm just saying, keep that in mind. But either way, it's kind of crazy that in theory, $80,000 more or less invested into WPAY would pay you just about as much as the average salary in the USA. So if nothing else, it really just once again shows the power of some of these high income ETFs across the market these days. But now that we talked about WPAY, the Weekly Pay Universe ETF, an ETF that offers exposure to all the single stock weekly pay ETFs from Roundhill, And I share with you guys how much you need invested into it, at least in theory, in order to surpass the average weekly paycheck. I lastly want to hear from you guys down below. When it comes to ultra high yielders, stocks or ETFs that offer very, very high yields from the start. What are some of your favorite names as of right now? Drop the ticker symbols in my comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like on it, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.